On January 8, 2026, college football delivered one of the most thrilling playoff games of the season, and it came down to a final-minute touchdown that will be remembered for years. In the college football playoff semifinal at the Fiesta Bowl, the Miami Hurricanes pulled off a dramatic 31-27 comeback win over the Ole Miss Rebels, punching their ticket to the CFP National Championship. This wasn't just any bowl game. This was a semifinal matchup with massive stakes. The winner would go on to compete for a national title. Miami entered as the number 10 seed, a team that had already defied expectations with upset wins earlier in the postseason. Ole Miss, the number 6 seed, came in with one of the strongest records in the country and explosive offense of their own. The first quarter set an early tone of intensity. Miami struck first with a field goal, taking a 3-0 lead. Ole Miss responded with a pair of scores, taking control and making it clear they weren't intimidated by the Fiesta Bowl spotlight. The Rebels' offense looked sharp early, mixing efficient passing with physical rushing and taking advantage of a few early Miami mistakes. By halftime, the Rebels had edged ahead, but Miami was not out of it. The Hurricanes' defense, considered one of the strongest units all season, kept them within range, limiting explosive plays and forcing Ole Miss into tough third downs. On offense, Miami quarterback Carson Beck showed his calm leadership, finding his receivers when it mattered most and avoiding costly turnovers. The third quarter saw Ole Miss extend their lead to 27-24 with a field goal, buoyed by several big rushing and passing plays. Miami's defense had trouble stopping a few key drive sequences, and for a moment it looked like the Rebels might pull away. But Miami refused to go quietly. Late in the fourth quarter, the drama reached its peak. Miami trailed 27-24 with time winding down and needed a breakthrough, and they got exactly that. Beck orchestrated a carefully calculated drive against heavy pressure, moving the Hurricanes steadily downfield. In the final minute, with everything on the line, Beck did the most daring thing of all. He scrambled for a 3-yard touchdown with just 18 seconds left on the clock, giving Miami a 31-27 lead that would hold until the final whistle. That last-second touchdown wasn't just a game-winning play. It was a moment that defined Miami's season. Beck finished with 268 passing yards and multiple touchdowns, but it was his composure under pressure and willingness to take control in the clutch that will be remembered. Wide receiver Keelan Marion was a standout as well, catching 7 passes for over 100 yards and providing Miami with consistent big play opportunities. For Ole Miss, it was a heartbreaking finish. Quarterback Trinidad Chambliss played with poise throughout, connecting for key scores and keeping his team in the hunt until the very end. The Rebels' high-powered offense was effective all night, but in a game decided by tiny margins, one final defensive stop or a small mistake made all the difference. Fans watching live were treated to a back-and-forth affair full of momentum swings, big throws, explosive runs, and intense defensive stands. The Fiesta Bowl lived up to its reputation as one of the most electrifying games of the season, and this semifinal proved why the college football playoff remains one of the most compelling competitions in sports. With this win, Miami advances to the 2026 College Football Playoff National Championship, scheduled to be played later this month. This is the Hurricanes' first trip to the title game since the early 2000s. A remarkable achievement for a program determined to return to the top of the college football world. In the end, it wasn't just about one touchdown or one player or even one team's execution. It was a contest of wills, a game where every snap mattered, every play carried weight, and every moment seemed to ask, who wants it more? Tonight, Miami answered that question with a 31-27 victory that will go down as one of the most thrilling semifinal wins in Fiesta Bowl history. What made this Miami win even more special was the way they handled pressure on the biggest stage. Every time Ole Miss looked ready to take full control, Miami answered back with discipline, patience, and physical football. This wasn't about flashy plays, this was about mental toughness. Miami's defense deserves huge credit for stepping up when it mattered most. In the final minutes, they shut down Ole Miss's rushing lanes, forced rush throws, and kept everything in front of them. That calm defensive stand gave the offense one final chance, and they made it count. This game also sent a clear message to the rest of college football. Miami is no longer rebuilding. Miami is back. They proved they can win close games, handle elite opponents, and execute under championship pressure. For Ole Miss, this loss will hurt, but their season showed growth, grit, and competitiveness at the highest level. They fought until the final second, and this semifinal battle will be remembered as one of the toughest games they played all year. As the clock hit 0, the celebration began for the Hurricanes, a team that refused to quit, refused to panic, and refused to lose. One game away from a national title, Miami now stands on the biggest stage in college football, ready to finish what they started.